So if you want window tint without dot matrix, like you see here, which looks awesome, clean, blends in super nice. So if you want that, you're gonna need a little airbrush gun like this, Harbor Freight, 30 bucks. And I've got Rust-Oleum flat black oil base. And you're gonna need to remove all your interior panels in the back seats. You gotta get all that plastics off. And you're gonna need your windows tinted, and they're gonna have to leave a strip and then airbrush it. And this side here is done. And now I'm getting ready to do this side with that little air gun. Pretty easy, simple to do, and looks super nice. A little bit of extra work, but you can see that's the before. We got it all masked off, and then that's the little airbrush gun, and I mix about 60% paint and 40% thinner. So that's my recipe on that. And it sprays nice. You need a lot of multiple coats. Just do it real light and just keep going over it, and turn out real nice, just like you see here. So that's my Sunday project. Okay, so I'm going to try to videotape this. This is a dual action airbrush gun from Harbor Freight. So when you push down, it's just air coming out, and when you pull back a little bit, that's when the paint will come out. So you'll see I just do about real light. You can start seeing the paint coming out, and then you want to come up here and just work it in real nice and easy. Don't overdo it. Your hand does get tired, but you can take little breaks. See, just like that, nice and easy and light. There it is, just like that. See, let's work it in. I don't get too close. Once it dries, it'll all blend in. Don't worry about it. And you're going to have to do this a couple times. I never pull all the way back to full throttle here. I've got my air compressor turned down to like 4 psi. It's real low. I did practice on some cardboard first just to kind of get a feel of it. So you want to adjust your air compressor down. It's just nice and easy like that. And you just wait a couple minutes between coats. It's going to need a couple coats to get it real nice. You don't want any daylight coming through there. You'll see it once the car is out in the sunlight. So back in the day, let's say like 20 years ago, this was pretty common. You could just pay a shop to do this for you. But nowadays, it seems like couldn't find nobody that wanted to do this. And you can hardly find anything online on how to do this, so I thought I'd make this little video for people on how to do this. that's pretty much it. Just keep doing this. Nice and light. Alright, I'll check back here in a minute once I'm a little further along. Okay, I got a pretty good first coat down. Well, that hurts your arm and hand after a while sitting there pulling the trigger, but just be patient and take your time. That's my best advice. I'll let this dry for a couple minutes and then I'll go over it again. Probably do it at least 3 times, maybe 4. That's about all you need. And then I'll pull the tape off and it'll look super nice once it's done. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna wrap this up. For the most part, I feel really confident. It looks good. When I shut my light off, I don't see any daylight, but I'm just kind of doing some little light coats here. But for the most part, this thing is covered pretty good. I just keep going over it, and when I shut my headlamp off, I got the garage lights on, and I could see if there's any little daylight spots shining through here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and call that good. I'll let it dry for a little minute here, and then I'll start peeling this tape off, and then we'll reveal how it turned out. But let's step out of the car. Just sit down in here. Hang on. I'm gonna get out and we'll take a look at it. There you go. That's what that looks like. Super nice. No dot matrix. See how that looks? That, in my opinion, is what all these cars should look like. Anytime I see tint and you can see that dot matrix, it kills it for me. But this looks super nice. That's what it should look like, in my opinion. That's how I like them. Now everyone has their own idea of what stuff's supposed to look like, but that's what I like. It's smooth and it blends right in, and that looks great. And we've got, I believe it was 37% on the windshield, and I think it's like 19 on the sides, and then the back 3 are 5%. So can't wait to see it in the daylight, but it's cold here in Missouri, and there's been snow and stuff, so it's going to be a while before this car sees the road. But at least I got this part done, and I can get the car cover put on it and kind of just tuck the car up against the wall there, get it out of the way for the winter months here. But I wanted to make sure I got this part done, and I'm going to do some vacuum cleaning on the seats and stuff, and I'm just going to wipe down my plastics, and I probably need to vacuum this here, and there's just dust and stuff, so I'll take a wet rag and wipe all this stuff down before I put it back together later tonight. And I'll get the interior back in the car, and this project will be done as far as tinting windows. Well, after many coats, time to peel this masking tape off. Here. Get that off. That's what that looks like. Now keep in mind that the plastics come like right here, and it covers most of that. So that's pretty much it. It's done. Alright, that's how you do that.